everyone, today I'll be reviewing Amazon original movie Sylvie's Love starring Tessa Thompson, and this movie is directed by Eugene Ash, and this movie is currently streaming on Amazon Prime, and if you want to check it out. So before I saw this movie, and when I saw the logo for this movie, for some reason I thought it's gonna be a sad movie, you know, how Bill Street Could Talk, how that movie was. I don't know, for some reason I thought this movie is going to be like that. Turns out this movie isn't like that. Not that that movie was bad or anything, but I'm in these days I don't want to see sad type of movie. It gives me headache because I want to see something happy movie. And if you are like me, I'm thinking to checking this out. I have a good news for you. This movie is actually quite charming watch. It doesn't have any sad scene or anything. It's quite like a nice watch. It just have one fault for this movie, like one flaw if I had to say, like otherwise like two, but otherwise I thought this movie is really charming watch. I was really like, I enjoyed the whole watching this movie a lot, and I was really surprised how well made this movie is. This movie is a beautiful looking movie. This movie takes place in 1950. Costume, set design, production design, absolutely amazing. I was really like mesmerizing by this movie's look. It's so pretty looking movie. Like you have to see it to believe it. And especially, I really like this two lead actor like Tessa Thompson and I don't know how to say his name, Nimadi Asunga. Like they had really very great chemistry with each other, and instantly like when they met each other, they have like this chemistry. They fell in love, of course. Like the thing is, the only problem for this movie is like the Sylvie, she's engaged to some other rich guy, and like she keeps telling him like I'm engaged, and I was like, yeah, you are. You keep showing us the ring. So the problem for this movie is it asks you like, is she like kind of cheating on her boyfriend, or like what is happening? That's the problem I had with this movie. Like the whole time I was watching, while I really enjoyed this movie, but for my moral purposes, I was like, is she not cheating, if you know what I mean? Otherwise, this movie is so entertaining and so good to watch, and I really enjoyed it. It's a little long, I guess. It could have been a little bit shorter. First act is a little bit slow-mo. But second and third act, it's really good. It goes by so quick, especially the movie really is so good looking movie. I hope it gets some recognition in Oscar time, because for cinematography and like the production design, I really liked it. I never seen movies so accurate, felt like the timeline it has shown. Again, I cannot stretch enough how entertaining this movie was. Still, this movie, you see it like Sylvie's her point of view of life, and like how Sylvie's character is quite inspiring. I thought she wants to be a she wants to be a television producer, and back then it's like so long ago, and the way, or like, and there was one scene in this movie, like she goes for interview and she's like and this lady was interviewing her, and she thought she was just the assistant interviewing her, but turns out that lady is the boss. So what it shows you, like how inspiring some of this aspect for this movie is, which I really appreciated when I was enjoying it. Especially the way Sylvie's character, beginning of this movie, she was like this girl, she wants to get married to this rich person and then like move on with her life, but then she meets Robert's character. And by the way, I really enjoyed this actor acting in this movie. He did so good job in this movie. Especially his character is so charming and nice. Really liked him a lot. So I thought he's like, he has done tons of movie or something, because I never seen this actor before. So when I go and look into his profile, turns out he's a football player. This is his second movie. I was like really shocked that this, especially the performance he gave here, it's really good, very heart touching, his performance. Also his character, he's basically the good guy in this movie. Of course you like him. Especially he was the only person trying to do the right thing in this movie. Even Sylvie's character, often she wasn't right. Especially the secret she kept from him, it was very unfair to him. And like especially the way he finds out, I was like, it was really shocking. And I was like, are you gonna tell him the whole movie? I was like, But of course she doesn't. She just keeps it in her heart. Yeah, but this movie has some conflict. It's not like huge conflict, but the end conflict was the third act. What did I thought about the third act conflict? I was like, the third act conflict was a little bit like silly considered the whole movie, because this guy, he couldn't get a job. He couldn't tell her, I guess, because he wants, which makes sense. By the way, because this movie took place in 1950, and he wants to be like, he wants to provide for his family, so it makes sense, I guess. I didn't mind it, honestly. I just, only that thing bothered me, that Sylvie is engaged, and like that conflict, it bothered me. Otherwise, I thought this movie is so charming. Watch, and I say, yay, check it out if you haven't. You will enjoy it. Especially ladies, they will love this movie. That's my thought on this movie. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe, and please leave your comment. What do you think about this movie? And take care.